Hello everyone, and yes, I am finally making this video. I know I said this was going to be out on the 31st, which obviously didn't happen. That was because we had snowstorms for 3 or 4 days up until the 31st, and so I couldn't record the outside part that I wanted to record until then, so I just didn't record this part either. I did record the burning part already, and I recorded this part too. I just didn't like how it turned out, so that's why I'm re-recording it today. I was also thinking about doing a live stream for the new year, but then I decided I just didn't feel good enough to do that, and I just didn't think I could keep the energy up for a whole hour or two of live streaming, so I didn't end up doing that. Regardless though, I hope you all had a happy new year, and I hope the year goes great for you all. I know I also said that I would have some videos coming out first in my last video. Also, if you're worried I'm going to postpone this video again like I did last year, don't worry. I have a due date of December 31st max for this new video, and at the moment it's one of my highest priority videos. There will be a few other videos that will come out first, but the subscriber special will be coming out pretty soon regardless. Which, obviously, once again, did not happen. That was just because they took longer than I thought they would. I was working on them for like 4 days straight at the beginning of the break, because I was feeling really good, and then I crashed, so it just became a lot harder to work on stuff, which is another reason this is coming out so late. I got the scripts finished, and I have them recorded. All I need to do now is just finish editing them. So those should come out within the first week or so of January, maybe the first 2 weeks at most. Anyway, I've been planning this video for a long time now. See, way back in 2018, a year after I started my channel, I made a video titled, "Give me ideas for a 10 subscriber, 1,000 view special." And underneath that video, Protokahn videos, shout out to him by the way, he's been watching my channel since forever, but he commented and said, "You should set something on fire because people like to see things burn." And I was like, oh, that's a great idea. And I had a perfect video title, I had the perfect idea for the video, but there was a bunch of smoke that had blown in from California, and there was a bunch of fire restrictions in my area, so I didn't think I could even start a fire, even if I wanted to. So I didn't think I could make that video. So instead I made a compilation of just random videos with my dog, and posted that instead. Under that video, I said I'd make the setting stuff on fire at my 100 subscriber goal. And so when 100 subscribers hit, I made a video saying, okay, I'm going to do a Q&A, and I will do the other part of the video, the setting things on fire. And in that video, I got some questions, not a ton, but I was going to record that, but there was too much snow on the ground at the time, like more than we have now. And I wasn't sure exactly how to go about doing it. And so I just didn't end up doing it. Plus, I had a bunch of work drama going on at my job from like January to April. So I was dealing with that a lot. And so I kind of just pushed YouTube to the side and didn't really work on any videos for several months. And then when I did come back, I kind of pushed the subscriber special to the back of the list because, well, it'd been such a long time. Then I was thinking, well, maybe I'll do it at the end of this year. And then I posted my Ayanakoji video, which got like over 100,000 views. And so now this is a 300 subscriber special rather than a 100 subscriber special. Anyway, I want to get to the Q&A real quick, and then we will get to the setting my house on fire part of the subscriber special. So here we go. Okay, so on the first video, which I got the most questions on, we'll answer the questions on those first, and then I'll go to like the one I got in the other video. Y'all really suck at this though. Like, I don't think I'm going to do a Q&A for a long time after this, because I got like hardly any questions. So the first question comes from Protokahn videos. He asked, what is your favorite and least favorite movie, video game, book, and why? So for my favorite movie, I'm not really sure. Like, none of them have stood out enough to me to be like a favorite. Like, I have a lot of movies I like, but I don't think... It's really hard for me to pick favorites. Like, I have a favorite anime, and that's The Promised Neverland, but that one's just because it barely sticks up above the others. Like, it barely qualifies as a favorite. But usually I don't have favorites for, like, hardly anything. So for my least favorite movie, probably Into the Storm, I think. Like, I don't know if that'd be my least favorite movie, but I remember it being, like, really bad, because I remember, like, going to see it as a kid, and it was like it was a documentary, basically, of just showing the equipment. And at the very end, there's a scene where they all go and hide in a bunker, and that's pretty much the movie. It looks like an action movie of chasing storms from the trailer, and it was just basically a documentary of showing the equipment. And there was also a scene where there's a guy that goes up to another guy, and he's like, "Hey, check out this video of this girl's cleavage I got." And so we had to like fast forward that It was a weird movie. My favorite video game, probably Super Tux, because there's just so much nostalgia around that game. Because when I was little, like, me and my family would go down and visit our grandparents, and they had that game on the computer. And so, like, I would always play that game for, like, hours a day. But that would probably be my favorite because of that. It's kind of a Mario ripoff of a game, but it's still super fun. Like, I like playing it. Besides that game, though, maybe Skinwalker Hunt, because I got that, like, that's the one game I got on my new computer so far, and I've really enjoyed it so far. I'm going to make a video on it eventually. But that one's been super fun, too. As for my least favorite game, pretty much any pay-to-win mobile game. Favorite book? Probably Unwind, at least adventure-wise. I read a lot of psychology books now. I don't read as much, like, adventure books as I used to. I used to read a lot of them, but I don't anymore. Now I just read more, like, psychology-related stuff because I'm interested in that. But for adventure books, probably Unwind. It had an interesting concept, and it was able to talk about dark themes without being overly weird or edgy about them. So, I don't know, it was just kind of cool. As for my least favorite adventure book, probably Michael Vey, book 3. That book was, like, it's just them running around, like, Brazil, I think. It's been forever since I read it. But they were running around Brazil and not taking showers, and they're just, like, hiding from Hatch, I think was his name. And there's a bunch of arguments about romance, and it's pretty boring, like nothing really happens. And all of a sudden, Wade dies, but oh no, it's so sad because he used to be a bully, but he's not anymore, and everyone kind of grew to like him. But it really didn't feel impactful at all. It just kind of felt like they threw that in there just to make something interesting in the book happen. I don't know, it was just a boring book. I did not like that book. As for my favorite psychology book, probably Atomic Habits, because I've learned a lot from it, and so that would probably be my favorite for that reason. As for my least favorite psychology book so far, probably The One Thing. I didn't hate the book or anything, but it just didn't have like a ton of useful information in it. Like it had useful information on like organizing priorities and things like that, but it was overly vague, and then it said like, oh yeah, you should practice like 4 hours a day. And it's like, no, you can't do that. Some aspects of it I liked, but overall, like it was just kind of meh. Okay, next question. What is your favorite state you visited in the U.S. and why? If you even like the U.S., lol. I don't really like the U.S. The U.S. is kind of annoying. But ones that I've visited, I like parts of Arizona. I like Flagstaff. Like, there's some cool areas down there. I like the southern area of Utah. There's some cool areas down there. I like northern Idaho, but I haven't been there in forever. Like, I do like it up there. It's really pretty. Yeah, probably northern Idaho is what I have to say. Definitely not Wyoming, because it's way too windy there. Or California, because California's always burning down. Yeah, so Wyoming and California are my least two favorite states I've visited. Idaho is probably my favorite, even though I don't like the southern part, and that's where I visit the most. Okay, next question. Anything you want to share about cool or okay experiences growing up in whatever family/area you were raised in? Not asking for specifics, of course. So, I could make loads and loads of videos about this subject, but I'll just tell one story since you asked. Back when I was in 7th grade, we used to get ice cream in the ice cream truck, and it came by for like, I don't know, 2 months? A month or two, I don't remember. It wasn't coming by for long, but it would come by every couple weeks, and we would go buy ice cream from it. Well, one day, it was coming by, and we all ran out to the side of the road to go get ice cream from it. But there was a police car across the road from our house where the park is. Just parked there. He wasn't doing anything. He was just sitting there parked. And the ice cream truck saw us, but did not turn down our road. In fact, he turned off the music and then sped up. And the policeman didn't go off after him either. But it was really weird. And then we never saw the ice cream truck again. I don't know if the ice cream was drugged or what, but it was kind of weird. Okay, and then last question, at least on this video, is 2021 just 2020 part 2? I mean, kinda. There was some like, it was kind of dramatic, I guess, kind of like 2020, but it felt more like a comedy than a tragedy. And I've been able to work more on like my goals and things like that this year than I have in lots of years past. Like obviously there were some bad parts of it, and the first 3 months were kind of a disaster for me. But I'd say overall it was a decent year. It definitely could have been better, and there were a lot of things I didn't like about it. But I don't know, overall I thought it was a pretty good year. I think this meme that I found at the beginning of 2021 explains the difference between 2020 and 2021 really well.
2020. The economy is in shambles. 2021! The economy is in shambles!
Okay, now on to the next question. Yeah, so I only got one question on this video because I don't think most people watch past the first 3 minutes. But regardless, I guess we'll answer it because why not? My question, who's your favorite Instagram friend? I'd like to see him in one of your videos, laughing crying emoji. This comes from my friend, this is his name. I still don't know how to say it. We've been friends for like 2 years now, but I still don't know how to say his name. Well, first of all, I don't think you're my favorite Instagram friend. You said the N-word a couple of times to me, and I was kind of annoyed with you once and was going to drop an exposed video on you, but then you apologized, so we on okay terms now. But I have offered you multiple times to do collabs, and like every time you've rejected, so I just haven't come with you with any more collab ideas. If you want to still collab, like, the offer's still open. It's just, I just assumed you didn't want to. Alright, so I think that's pretty much all there is for the Q&A. I know I used to have some more questions on the unlisted video back in 2020 that I did, but I don't know if they got deleted or if they just got shadow banned, because I couldn't find them anymore, and I don't remember what they said. So, I'm sorry I didn't answer your questions, but they're gone. Anyway, without further ado, let's get to the burning my house down part of this 300 subscriber special.
Alright, so for this video, I'm going to be setting this house thing I built. I think it was supposed to be like a double-layered store, but it didn't turn out very good. And this was like way back in the day. I've been planning to burn it for a while, but yeah, that's what we're going to be setting on fire today. I was thinking about setting this on fire, but this is something my brother made for me when I was super little, and it's super nice too. He was good at that stuff. I was never good at that. We're also going to be setting a picture of my house on fire. So, yeah. Alright, so it may not look like it, but this is a fireplace right here. There's just kind of a lot of snow around it. I was worried there would be more snow because like a week or two ago there was like 5 or 6 inches of snow. But I think there's just enough that we can still do this. So let's see if this will work. I put in some... So I may need to find more kidney ink for this though. Maybe we'll have to burn part of the picture first. We'll burn the black and white version. The printer ran out of ink. Okay, attempt number 2. I think it should be burning now. I had to get some hand sanitizer and a bunch of stuff to get it going, and I also got gloves so that it's not so cold anymore. So yeah, cue the burning compilation. Now time to burn the more colorful picture of my house. Yeah, that's my house. Alright, here is my house. Now my house is on... Yep, now my house is on fire. Alright, well I think that's pretty much it. My cat's trying to come over here. He's trying to come over to the park and see us. Yeah, alright. Well, I think that's pretty much it. Time to hide the remains. There we go. Hope you all enjoyed this episode of burning my house down for a 300 subscribers special.
Alright, now that we're at the end of this video, it's time for some shoutouts. So, first and foremost, shout out to Protokahn Videos because he's been subbed to my channel since like 2012, I think. Bruh. He doesn't post a lot, but if you just can go give him support because he's a big supporter of this channel, that'd be great. Also, shout out to Hugo the retard because he was my 300th subscriber and I thought that was kind of cool and I wanted to do something for him because of that because, you know, people don't usually comment their number and even if they do, it's not like it's usually not a big number like 300 or 500 or something like that. So shout out to him for that. Also shout out to Waccy because we did a collab video together where I just voiced their channel trailer. Also shout out to Amarez. He's been watching my channel for a while and I've been subbed to him for a while too. But he's a pretty cool YouTuber. He does swear a lot though, so if that bothers you then don't watch his channel. But he's pretty funny and he used to do like commentary type videos. Now he just rants about his thoughts on things, which is cool too. Also shout out to Joey Barke. I've been watching his channel for a while. I don't remember when I first watched it, but I subbed to him around 1,000 subscribers. He now has like 30,000. But he's a pretty funny channel. He just doesn't upload as much as he used to anymore because of college, which makes sense. But a lot of my subscribers came from his server, so shout out to him because of that. So yeah, I think that was pretty much all the shoutouts for this video. I thought I had more people I was going to shout out, but I guess I didn't. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Also, thank you so much for 300 subscribers. It's so crazy that I've been able to reach that. Even if it was after like 5 years, it's still crazy that I was able to reach a number like that. Especially because I upload whatever I want. Because this is actually my third channel on YouTube. The first one was I just made ghost hunting videos back in like 2014 to 2015 or something like that. And it was just, I went around at the farm with my phone and this was like acting like I'd seen ghosts and like trying to make it like super like documentary like because I used to watch a lot of that kind of content and it was extremely cringy. There was another one that we went out to see the blood moon and I went out there with my phone and was like, okay, the blood moon's out, but you can't really see it, and then I ended the video. It was super funny. Like, I'd love to do a reaction to them, but I think, like, the files are gone. I had them on my other YouTube channel before I renamed it and turned it into a project channel that I later stopped using. But I deleted them from there, and the computer we had them on is gone. So I don't think I have the files for them anymore. But they were kind of funny. Anyway, then I went on to do a project channel in, like, 2017. And I did that for a little while, but I didn't like doing that very much. It just wasn't very much fun for me. I thought it'd be super fun because I was working on a lot of projects at the time. I was like, oh, it'd be so cool if I like recorded stuff like this because like I watched a lot of channels like that. And I was like, oh, it'd be so cool if I did something like that. And then I started doing it, and I was like, no, these aren't very much fun. A lot of people really liked those videos, at least on Facebook, but I didn't enjoy making them, so I stopped with that channel. And then I made this channel in like late 2017, where I just posted whatever I felt like making. And I wasn't sure how that was going to go because I was making what I wanted to make and not like some strict specific things and exactly what to make. Like a lot of YouTubers fall into that trap where they make specific kinds of content and then they just don't like what they're making, and so they have to quit or completely change their content. And that's something I didn't want, especially considering like I had 2 past failures of channels. And so I was like, I want to make something that I enjoy making. So I started this channel. I didn't promote it like anywhere. I literally grew this entirely organically because my family didn't like it, and I knew people on Facebook wouldn't like it either. But I started posting here, and I actually was having a lot of fun making videos. Like, after several months, you know, I was still having fun. And even now, I'm still kind of having fun, though sometimes there's like days where I'm like, I don't know if I'm having fun with YouTube anymore. And it amazes me that I got so many subscribers just doing that, and especially because I named it a random account. And I did that because I didn't want to make specific kinds of content. And also because it's funny to see people say like a random account response or a random account said this. It's just, I don't know, I just find that funny. But I literally named it that so that people wouldn't expect me to make specific things and fall into like YouTuber traps of like, you got to make this content or like we're not going to watch it or anything like that. So I don't know, thank you for supporting me, and especially with my bad upload schedule. Like I really appreciate it. It's just crazy I've been able to get so many subscribers. Thank you guys all so much. Have a happy new year, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Goodbye.